All right, so we're here with the CEO of COINWAVE, man. And I guess the first thing first is congratulations on this update when it comes to the Vort. I mean, the whole freaking web like situation. Like, how did you come up with this?
Yeah, so basically, we wanted to honestly work on a new project, and we saw, tools like Vortex, tools like Xento, tools like Rapid Launch, and we kind of saw something missing within all these tools.
Okay.
Vortex is, a Telegram bot, it doesn't have a UI, it doesn't feel too intuitive. You kind of have to
Yeah.
just like message a bot so many times, and with Xento, you can only bundle with a
Yeah.
certain amount of wallets. It's slow and stuff like that.
Right.
And there's a lot of different issues with a lot of these other products, and we basically were
Right.
like, there's a gap in the market.
Yeah.
There isn't an actual all-in-one tool. Xento claims like they're an all-in-one tool, but they're not actually an all-in-one tool.
Really.
They mainly just focus, yeah, they only focus on just development and UDev, which is only about tracking using the tracker, but it doesn't actually focus on any of their other tools like their all-in-one, like their CA tracker and everything else. They have a bunch of
Right.
other tools that they're not really maintaining anymore because they're just
Mm.
working on, yeah, they're really just only working on one sector of their product. And it kind of is just like misleading because they're like, oh, yeah, we're this all in one tool, but then they don't actually
Right.
update anything else. So basically we saw some flaw within all of these other tools, and we basically wanted to make something that was really truly all in one.
Yeah.
And that's why we created CoinWave Web, where you're able to use a tracker, you're able
Okay.
to bundle those CT coins as well.
Right.
You're able to use volume bots on top of it.
Okay.
And you Yeah, exactly, and you also have the accessibility to mix funds, and it's instant, by the way. So if you've seen our mixer before, we were one of the first people to actually revolutionize, a mixer within the actual space. I feel like we were kind of one of the first people to have a mixer, and then other people started adding it and stuff like that. But we made a new mixer where basically it's instant. It literally is instant. There's other mixers where you have to take 2 minutes, 3 minutes to maybe mix. It's instant with our mixer. It takes 1 second, mixes all the funds, and it
Uh
also
huh.
does not appear on bubble maps.
Wow.
So, yeah, yeah, we found a crazy bypass, and that's thanks to our lead developer Avenor. I want to give him some credits here on as
So
well.
right.
Yeah.
So
So yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's so basically you're saying that the process of funding the wallets from the funder wallet is an instant situation, like almost like it's like a regular transfer.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally almost like it's a regular transfer. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And I can display the speeds here actually in a minute as well
Okay.
after I kind of go over and show how everything works. But
Okay.
yeah, so basically over here you have your Twitter feed tab, so you're able to see all of the Twitter notifications here. If you want to, you can just double click to actually just be able to actually load up the metadata. So you don't even have to press the deploy button. You can just double click and you
Okay.
can actually load up all of the metadata here. You have your buttons for
That's
obviously AI
dope.
generating. Yep. So you have your buttons for AI generating names ticker. You
Okay.
can choose your launch platform and stuff like that. You can choose your launch mode, so you can use standard or you can use
Right.
bundled. Yep, you have your safe modes, traditional modes that we have on CoinWave Pro that are here now. Obviously, they have a little bit less wallet bundling because we're using our infrastructure,
Right.
but you still have kind of those still pro capabilities, but at a lesser cost. So you're able to
Okay.
bundle safe mode, block zero, to up to 20 wallets, I believe. But we're trying to make these other ones instant and delayed even bigger. But obviously, safe mode is always going to be 20 wallets.
Uh
Um,
huh.
instant delayed, you have these ones. They're capped at right now 40 wallets. We're gonna try to improve that, obviously, but we're gonna basically just try. But right now, obviously, with our infrastructure, it's kind of limited. But 40 wallets is still a huge amount for something that's free. So.
Okay.
Definitely very cool and stuff like that. So we have your standard modes as well here. You have features like insta sell. So after you deploy, it will automatically sell. You have also multi launch, so you can launch multiple coins about the same, obviously, like narrative, and you can
Right.
change it up 4 or 3 or whatever, and stuff like that. You have your tokens table. So basically, you're able to see you can run volume bots. So you can select the groups, put them in max range, min max, and sell. percentage min max as well. As well over here, you're able to see an activity monitor. We've seen a lot of people actually ask for an activity monitor. So over here, you're able to see actual activity that's going on with your coin. You're able to see a P&L, market cap, holdings table as well. And yeah, it's just really awesome right here. And also we have new features that no other product has ever actually added before, that I will go on and talk about those after I finish, covering everything else here. But
For sure,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, exactly. And you don't have to use a tracker as anyway. If you don't want to use a tracker, you're able to deploy and put your own custom images, own tweets and stuff like that. I mean, own images, my bad. And you're also able to generate like a name or a ticker if you want to, or just enter it yourself. So you don't really have to use a Twitter tracker, and that kind of
Okay.
makes it customizable. Over here, you're able
Nice.
to have presets. Yeah, so you have your deployment presets. So basically here it accepts these following fields. You're able to put
Okay.
a preset name, dev by. You're able to put sniper wallets, how much sniper wallets you want. So you can do 1 to 3. This is standard, or you can use bundled, and you're able to put which mode that you want to use for instant,
Okay.
delayed, and then you can save a preset based on that. So if I want to just name it
Right.
like this name, random name, boom, I create a preset. And if I want to, I can apply it, and boom, it is applied. And also, if you press P on your keyboard, you're able to see which ones are applied as well. So we also
Gotcha.
heavily like add a lot of keybinds into this, because we know people want to be as fast as possible when it comes to launching, and that's kind of basically how everyone kind of wants it. They want something that's fast and is able to be used in the best way, so they can stay productive and stay making profits without having to go through 30 different things and stuff like that. So there's a lot of keybinds on CoinWave, as you can see. G to open your groups, P to open your presets and stuff like that, and you also have presets to have for sell tokens, close accounts, and return soul to master as well. But yeah, getting off that topic, you also have your activity generation preset, so you can create presets for activity generation. Activity generation is basically where you're able to simulate trades on a certain wallet, so it can look like it's more organic and look like it's order and stuff like that. So with that, and then you also have your group presets, so you can make
Nice.
presets off of your groups, and you're able to put a wallet count, individual wallets, distribution type, advanced or simple, and yeah, you got all those cool stuff right there. Over
Okay.
here you have your settings page. Yep, over here you got your settings page. You're able to see your profile, your application. So application over here, you're able to see where there's a few things that you can toggle. So you can show coin overview after launch. So basically this will load up this overview page. So it
Okay.
automatically open up this. So you don't have to click anywhere else. If you go back here, you have auto AI generation. So basically, if you enable this, it'll automatically generate an AI name and ticker for the actual coin. So you don't have to actually just type it out. You can just automatically generate that.
Okay.
Use model for
Cool.
deploy. Yep. So I know certain people obviously do not want to change their patterns. And if you want to switch from, say you're using Xento or Rapid and you want to switch to CoinWave, we obviously have that for you as well. So if you toggle this, you can basically just launch via model and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people are just much more used to this because they've been using Rapid for so long and stuff like that. And you can
Right.
use it through that, but that's just optional if you don't want to. Over here, you have your launch platform. So basically, if you toggle it to any of these launch platforms, it's automatically going to open up this tab, and you can
Okay.
basically manage your coin automatically. So you don't even have to open up Maxium yourself.
Nice.
Over here, yep, over here you have your preferred notification sound, so you can change your notification sound and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so say if there's like a CT or anything, like if you want to track Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or some shit like that,
Right.
you can change certain sounds for those as well, so you're always
Nice.
alerted. And you also have keyboard shortcuts. So like I was talking about, you're able to customize your keyboard shortcuts. We're going to be adding a lot more features as well
Okay.
to this settings page. So it's not going to just be a few little things. It's going to be a lot of things that you can customize. So I know a lot of people want to be able to customize things, and we're fully there for customizability, basically.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. And over here, you can change your trading settings. So you can change the priority fee, slippage, Jito tip, all that other good stuff, and
Right.
if you want to. So over here, you have your rewards page. So over here, you're able to see how many rewards you have. So sold traded, sold rewards, sold total, how many users you referred, the recent payouts, the affiliate program. You're also able to see the current tier. Obviously, this is just a test affiliate
Yeah.
code. This is just to onboard people. We don't actually make money off of this code. But basically, if you were to actually refer people, you're able to see which ones are level 1, which ones are level 2, which ones are level 3. So
Cool.
level 1, yeah, level 1 is 20%, so you get 20% of that person's fees. Level 2 is level 2 is 3.5%, so you get 3.5% of that person's fees, and then level 3 is 2.5%. So you basically, it's more rewarding than any other affiliate system
Right.
out there. Basically, I know Axiom kind of does the same affiliate, but
The
basically you're
Vortex
getting
similar
paid.
too.
Yeah, exactly. Vortex is similar too. So you're getting paid for literally people that you're not even directly referring. Like
Right.
it's
It's
pretty
crazy.
overpowered.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And over here, you're able to see it like very like clearly. You're able to see who you're actually affiliating and stuff like that. Um,
Nice.
and yeah, so you have your rewards tab over here, and then over here you have your just a little help page just in case you have any
Okay.
frequently asked questions and stuff like that. So yeah, if you have any questions for me, just let me know and I can
Oh
answer all
yeah.
and stuff
So,
for you.
yeah, this is wonderful, man. Like you guys did a lot of
Hmm.
work. So, okay, so I guess we'll
Hmm.
start with like when it comes to specifically this online version compared to the standalone. Is there going to be further updates on the standalone, or is this more focused to the web moving forward?
Yeah, so there's going to be more updates to the standalone, of course. We don't want to obviously abandon that project. We've seen a lot of people, like, I'm not going to throw any shade, but obviously Infinity Scripts, I know that they have reasonings for obviously, not continuing their Infinity Scripts bundler
It's probably
and
because
stuff
of the
like that.
GLI, or is it, or because it's a CLI? Is that
Yeah, it's because it's a CLI, but also like money is what really fuels them at the end of the day. They're not going to work for anything that's like free. And I mean, like anything that's like, if they're not making any sales, they're not going to be
right?
working for it, basically. Right.
Right.
And we'd like to be
Yeah.
as transparent. Yeah. We like to be as transparent as possible. And if sales
Facts.
are slowing down for us, or if we're not making as much money as possible, we're going to innovate. We're going to change things up a little bit.
Okay.
And obviously, we want to keep pro as long as possible. And we want to keep, supporting and adding updates as long as possible. But
Uh-huh.
obviously, the team needs to make money. The team needs to be able to pay for their bills and stuff like that. And we're
Yeah.
not working just for a charity and stuff like that. Obviously, just to be from CEO to customer, I just want to be
Yeah.
as transparent as possible with you. That's one of the things that I've been, always striving for. But yeah, so basically,
Sure.
we release web for, to gain money just off fees, but we're still always going to update Pro. And even in the case that Pro discontinues, say 2 years from now, right? Or
Uh-huh.
3 years from now, we're going to always keep the servers running for the next, 2 more years or like next like year, because obviously our infrastructure costs for Pro actually are,
Uh-huh.
whitelisting server and stuff like that. And the PNL server as well. They're not really that crazy expensive. So we can pay for it for the
Yeah.
next 2 years and stuff like that. And we can still update the tool to make it just functional.
Mhm.
But we're still updating Pro, and we have no plans of actually discontinuing it.
So can users
So
still get it, or are they, or 'cause when they go to the website, are they automatically
yeah,
forwarded to the web version in a sense, or how's that work?
yeah. So if you go to coinwave.gg/pricing and you go
Uh
over here and you go here, right here. Hold on, give me a
huh.
second. All right. You can go over here and you scroll down and you can actually
Gotcha.
buy the Pro lifetime. And then also if you go over here, you go products, you're able to see Pro. And if you want to go to the dashboard, the Pro dashboard, you can go over here.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you're able to still pay for it and you're able to still buy it. So yeah.
So with the web version, then, um, can you give me like an underlining as far as what they're potentially getting? Like, because obviously they're using a rental RPC to be able to run speeds, in and out. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's is that like an advantage considering that you guys going with the best RPC available? Because sometimes that's the win when it comes to these instant launches.
Yeah. So basically, like, if you're interested in using web and you don't have that much capital,
Uh huh.
web is very good still. It is very good. We have the top of the top RPCs. We've partnered with big RPC providers as well. So we have
Nice.
very good pool of RPCs and stuff like that. We have our own custom pooler.
Right on.
Everything we do on CoinWave is like custom infrastructure basically, but with
Dope.
besides the RPCs obviously. But yeah, so basically the RPCs are as fast as possible. They can handle a lot of users. It's really just like if you want to go to web, you're gonna have like a little bit less features than the Pro, but you're
Right.
still gonna be able to make money in bundle and stuff like that. The Pro is obviously like geared for serious launchers,
Yeah.
but if you're going to web and you're trying to make a good amount of money and stuff like that, bro, you can still make so much money from the web. It doesn't really matter, honestly. But
Yeah.
like I will say, the web is geared for people that don't have as much capital. So
I got you. So,
yeah.
let me ask you this: is there a possible way we could do like do a test launch
Yeah,
on
sure.
your
So I'm about to launch right now, actually. So I'm gonna about to
nice?
my wallets. Okay, so I just funded it with one Solana. So if you
Yeah, like
want to
step by step.
actually, yeah, exactly. So if you want to actually, here, let me close these accounts real quick. Let me clear empty. We should be good. It doesn't matter anyway. This is like a test wallet. But anyway, let me just create manually. And basically, so we can create groups. So we can create our group name tests, and then we can put the number of wallets, 5, and then first wallet is dead. So once we create the group, you can see that it's created. You're able to see that there's all 5 wallets. If I want to fund these wallets, I can just basically go through here. And if you want to do advanced transfer, you can put a min sol. So you can put that or a max sol.
Okay.
0.6, and it will tell you how much the estimated total will be. So say we want to use a mixer let's put like 0.8, right? 0.8 Solana. Watch how fast it's going to be. Distribute.
Wow.
Boom. Everything's already been mixed.
Wow.
Things already been mixed. And then what you're going to
Amazing.
see on the bubble maps, it's not going to show anything on the bubble map. So let's go back here. Okay, make sure it opens on Axiom automatically. So yeah, so now let's basically tokenize something. So let's go over here. All right, boom,
Okay.
you already have it. So it automatically puts a name and ticker. Obviously, I don't have any presets for my deployment, so I'm going to have to manually put it here. But if you have a preset, you can just, it's automatic. So you don't have to do you don't even have to scroll down. You can just press
Okay.
deploy token and it'll be done.
Nice.
So yeah, so now we press deploy. So deploy token. Oh, I think I did delayed mode, but I don't think that really matters anyway. Okay, so I did delayed mode, and
It
now you
automatically
can see
opens
that
up.
it's, yeah, exactly. Automatically opens up, and you can see that it actually launched with all the buys and stuff like that. Everything's
And
holding.
it did an
Um,
instant buy of all of them at the same time, or did it like have
that
space
was a
between
delayed
them?
mode. Yeah, look, we're getting bids. Look, we're getting ready people to buy. Let's
Damn.
sell this shit. Yeah, hold on. Let me sell this shit real quick.
That just happened.
Sell SPL. Yeah. So now you see I sold. I made a lot of money, but like yeah, we literally got so many bids. I couldn't I couldn't
Shit.
even really show. Yeah, I couldn't really even show you. But
What you make?
yeah,
Was there
I made
did it
point
allow you to see
one.
the P&L?
Yeah, you can see the PNL over here. Sometimes the PNL it uses BoolX PNL, so it's kind of weird, but it takes a little bit. But I put point 0.8 in here, right? You saw I put
Right.
point 0.8. If you rewind, I
Yeah.
put point 0.8. Now we're at point 0.9. So
Nice.
we already made a lot of profit from that. So
That's
yeah,
what's up.
and let me
And
go
so when
back
they
over here.
buys
So
came in, you don't necessarily, and if I'm not mistaken, in that mode, did you set up the actual like delay between the wallets, or does it have it automatically preset it?
Uh, so I actually set up the delay. There was a like config that was already there. So 105
Okay.
milliseconds.
Okay,
But you
that's
can
what it is.
change it.
100 to Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
you can
what
change
happens
it.
is the bundles come in and well they come in between 100 to 500 milliseconds. But the question is, does the Axiom show as bundled when that happens if it's so close together, or is it? I mean, even though you're off bubble maps, is it showing on?
Yeah, so if it's two really close together, it will actually show up. But you obviously just increase the range and it won't show up anything.
Gotcha. And then when you wanted to do like a sell, I mean, I saw you did a sell all, but when you wanted to manually, let's say sell on each position like one by one, let's so you can try to make the charts look more organic. What would be the menu to do so?
Wait, so what did you say? Sorry.
So basically, the wallet manager section where you can see like basically the wallets that are currently in the project, and you can basically do sell points right immediately once you're in launch. Is that on the right side or is that in the middle?
The wallets management, is that what you're saying? Your mic
Yeah.
cut out really bad for me.
Oh,
It went cut
is it
out.
bad here? You still hear me?
Yeah. No, yeah, now it's better. Now it's
Oh,
better.
okay.
Yeah, but you said wallets management, so are you saying like over
Yes.
here, like your holder stable? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
there we
saying?
go. So that's the holding.
Yeah,
So, but let's say if I wanted to sell like let's say 8 wallets come in, and immediately
yeah,
I want to sell 2 of those 8 wallets.
yeah,
Well, how would
yeah.
I do so?
You go to sell, and then you put sell 100% of whatever you wanna.
Okay, so it would be right there in
Yeah,
the holdings, right there in that little
yeah,
section.
exactly,
Okay,
exactly,
and then
exactly.
there's that pop up thing that's like connected to the website. It's not like a plugin though. Is that right? How that's popping out
Uh,
like that?
where's the pop-up thing? Hold up.
On the right side, how it slides out the group thing.
Right side, right side. This? No,
Yeah,
I'm really blind.
yeah. No, you're
Wait,
good. That
was
so
it
that I've been
this?
well, yeah, I've been on the right side. I've been seeing things pop out like slide to side. I'm not sure. That's
Oh, this activity monitor. I think you
okay.
were seeing this, or
Okay.
this, or the yeah. I have no idea. Honestly, if you see it again,
I'll
just
let
let
you
me
know.
know.
Yeah, I'll let you know
Yeah,
if I see. I see like groups popping
yeah,
out.
yeah,
There it
yeah.
is. There it is. That
Yeah.
group.
Group G. Yeah, yeah. So this is a key bind basically. So when I press G, I can open it automatically,
Got you. So
and
you were doing that
yeah,
manually by your keyboard. Okay.
yeah. I was doing it manually
So
by my keyboard. Exactly. Yeah,
so
yeah,
the
yeah.
G allows you to see your groups, and then while you're in the actual launch, is it helpful because you have a little bit more control?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's very helpful because I can just press G, boom, I can open this shit up. If I wanna, press P to see my presets, deactivate a preset, want to put this preset, boom, I can do that shit right there. I don't even have to
Nice.
move any tabs. You know what I mean? I can double
Got you.
click this shit to launch this. You know what I mean? So it's really fucking fast. And look, we
Got you.
deposited 1 soul and we already made 0.1 soul on it from just a shitty ass launch. Now let me try that again. Yeah, I had double wallets imported, so it's kind of weird. But let me retry this shit again. So let me create another coin. Five
Okay.
wallets. Go here, boom, distribute 0.8, and then I can actually show you the bubble map. So we're gonna just distribute this shit.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
boom,
clicked on use mixer.
yeah, use
Right.
mixer, so it should have been mixed already. So wait, let me just make sure. Did it actually say mixed? I don't know if it said. I think it did. Let me return it so the master. Hold on.
Yeah,
I
if
just
you
want to make
can,
sure I
just
mixed
try
it.
to go a little slower so that way the people we're recording can kind of follow along.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. My bad. Let me do that shit
You're
real quick
good.
too.
I know you do this all the
Yeah,
time. I might have to
yeah,
go
yeah.
slow mo on the editing.
Oh God. All right, let me delete group test. All right, there we go. All right, 5 wallets. So dev, and we'll distribute this. We'll put 8 and use mixer, and we'll distribute the funds. Okay, boom, distributed. All right, now we go over here. So let's launch this, and let's just try instant mode this time, and then let's do the preset for the thing. Yep, max 0.1, and then preparing wallets. Launching token. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know if I already landed. Okay. Now let's go to holders table. Should be good here. Yep. Didn't show anything. Bubble
Nice.
maps.io.
And then when you
Yep.
go back to the app again, it
Mm-hmm.
shows, if I'm not mistaken, like that G will allow you to see your swap manager.
Uh the swap manager.
Yeah.
Where'd you see the swap
Oh,
manager?
actually, do me a favor real quick. If can you go back to
Yeah.
the Axiom? I just want to see something
Axiom?
real
Okay.
quick. Yeah. So it
Okay.
says snipers. Okay, so that 98% is obviously just because right off the gate it hit like 5 wallets
Yeah,
hit
yeah, that was
double
really
things.
fast. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's why.
So,
But if you
well,
Mhm.
how would a person essentially limit that from happening? Obviously, what you've done is the program has the ability now to yes come in really early with snipes, but it shows heavily. But the good thing is if you make it not so 98%, you'll have more chances of front running coming in, which is obviously you want that, but you don't want that in a sense. But what would be
Exactly. CoinWave.
make that 98% go down to like 10, 15, or 20 or 30% or something like that?
Yeah, so I would recommend obviously using a higher min delay, max delay, but I would also recommend going to settings and customizing your actual buy slippage. Because if you
Okay.
have this buy slippage higher, if
Okay.
buys come in and they front run you, it will automatically stop that wallet from buying, and then it will continue on with
Okay.
the rest of them if there's no other buy. So that will honestly
Got it.
protect you from a lot of front running and anything like that. So
Got it.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then when it comes to like now the wallets, you still have them in there. Do you hit G to see the wallet manager so you can actually? Oh,
Yeah,
that's where it
G
is
to
at.
see the wallet manager. Exactly. And then I can see
Oh,
how many tokens I'm holding. But I can
and
also
then
go
right.
over here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're here. The tokens. Okay, this is what I was talking about. So
Yeah.
this, if we hit sell right there on the right side, you can see the sell manager, right? No, the
Yeah.
other one, the on the bottom where it says view holdings. Yeah, it's on the
View
right
holding.
side of
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Right here.
Gotcha, gotcha. So once you launch, you can jump into that. Are you able
And
to
sell all.
pre-set up like a wallet to auto sell after the batch come in, or no?
Like singular wallets?
Yeah, like one or two
We're
walls
actually
of the
adding support
group.
for that. Yeah, we're actually adding support for that. It should be
Okay.
coming tomorrow. So yeah,
Oh,
it shouldn't be
really?
that long. Yeah, yeah. We're really fast. So we're working as fast as possible. We have more developers on
Wow.
this to in the background. So we're actually just innovating, and we want to make this as best as possible before we actually go into our full release. Obviously, it's in early access right now, so people are just playing around with the tool, letting us know, giving us feedback, what to add, and we've been adding every single feedback someone's asked for because we want to make sure that when this release it's perfect and people will actually enjoy the tool. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. I
yeah,
think that that's the one thing. It's like it's a really, really good program, and honestly, like to be completely frank with you, because the fact that you guys had such a successful pre-launch when it came to the standalone, I think
yeah,
that it's just a matter of like educating those to essentially use this. And honestly, if I'm not mistaken, like bro, I will really highly encourage the CoinWave community to jump into VCs where we can start doing like cookups just for free. Like honestly, that builds the community just to jump up in the VCs to feel comfortable. I see that all the time in other
like
communities.
yeah,
And
yeah. We have so many things. I like going on to what you said though. Like, I don't want to
yeah,
interrupt, but we have
no, yeah,
so
good.
many things. Yeah, yeah. We have so many things coming on, like planned. Like, not even just about the tool. Like, we have so many things. Like, we want to have calls with people because we obviously know that we've seen the success of other tools as well, where certain tools have a bigger like type, like they have a smaller Discord in certain terms of numbers, but they have more people active. You know what I mean? And we've seen that with tools like we've seen Kinesis. They have a lot of people active in their tool, and it's because people are
Yeah,
actually lively together. People are talking with each other,
that's I
and it's
wanted
like a
to mention
small,
them. Since you already
yeah,
did, I was like, all right, cool. I'll use both.
yeah. Yeah, no, as an entrepreneur, you have to know your competition. You have to know
Yeah.
everyone, and we know who Kinesis are. We know who everyone is within the space.
The crazy
And
thing is this
honestly,
blows the amount of water for like functionality wise because the
yeah,
only thing you
exactly,
don't
yeah,
have is the actual core group community, which honestly could be a good
yeah.
thing or a bad thing because it could come with toxicity, but that's a whole other discussion. But
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's good for the brand if everyone's making money though, you know?
No, yeah, yeah, exactly. No, it is very good for the brand if everyone's making money. And yeah, I mean, we are gonna have a lot of calls within the Discord. That's something I plan to do so people can actually cook up with each other and people can actually learn and stuff like that. So yeah, that's one big thing. It's not even just about the tool. It's about the mentorship and it's about how people can really learn to make money together. You know what I mean? So um,
Absolutely. So let me ask you
yeah,
this. So we'll end it up here because I know you got a busy day, and I want to
yeah.
jump in here myself, and I'm gonna start getting cooking after seeing you with that crazy activity, man. Off that
Yeah,
shit
no
coin,
problem.
you know.
Yeah, no problem,
But
bro.
so let me ask you this. So a couple things. One is with the particular web when it comes to the
Mhm.
pricing structure currently. I believe I saw 3 Sol. Was it? Would we go back to that one page for the service page where it says for people to get into this whole thing here,
Um,
just for them to start
is it
buying?
this?
Just yeah, the fees are just the pricing of this to get in. Like, is it 3 Sol just to use this, or is it free, or can I go into the structure so people know?
Yes. So basically, right now, it is we charge a 1% fee on buy sell transaction. And if you use our
Okay.
platform's mixer, there's an additional 2% fee. But we're changing. We might change the mixer fee because we want to keep it competitive. We don't want to keep it too high. And obviously, it's a very good mixer, and we don't want it to be patched. Obviously, we're gonna
Yeah.
have like it's one of the craziest mixers I think we've like ever developed. I think that there's gonna
Facts.
be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of competition that's gonna try to steal it. I already know a lot of people. I'm not gonna throw shade to anyone, but a lot
You're
of
gonna
competition
have to
have
guess
stolen
though,
our
because it's like
methods.
you don't
Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
unless you have your security is the most thing I guess because
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
everyone's PKs.
Yeah, with Pro, like with people we're doing with Pro is other competitors were just buying the tool, using the mixer, seeing how we kind of mixed funds and stuff like that, and they were just
Yeah.
copying it basically, and they were like adding in their own tool, and we kind of noticed that because we
Oh
tried some of
wow.
these tools, yeah, and we saw that they're literally using the same exact method that we're
Oh
using.
wow. So
So
it was
yeah,
like a
exactly.
hybrid situation.
Yeah, people were trying to copy us basically. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But we know people are gonna copy us and stuff like that. But we think that honestly, the mixer that we developed is one of the craziest mixers. There's nothing like it.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, there's nothing like it. Every other mixer takes 3 minutes. You never see one that takes instant. So,
Well, you know what I want to
um,
do is I'm gonna get some Solana and I'm gonna just do some testing, just like how you did here, just to kind of get even more of a grasp. And even if it means like doing a live stream in the CoinWave, just to kind of get people in there to be like, hey, look, guys, I'm just doing as you. We're gonna do some tests. We're gonna do, we're gonna try to, minus out the sniper percentages. We don't care if we lose a couple $100 here. We're really just doing this for educational purposes, and then
Yeah.
get the community just involved that way. I think that'd be a cool onboarding.
Yeah, no, that would be really cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed this call with you. And honestly, like I think that, we hit the key points of what I actually wanted to
Absolutely.
talk about. And I think that, it's only up from here, man.
Absolutely. I thank you so much
Yeah,
for your time, brother.
no
And like I
problem.
said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock in with you in a few days to kind of give you an update as far as what my whole journey has
Hmm.
been like with the whole, bundler. I plan on
Yeah.
really taking advantage and using the shit out of it, bro. And
Yeah.
yeah, the
Yeah.
other bundler's gonna be mad at me, be like, "Damn, man, you're shilling these motherfuckers way too much." I'm like, "Yo, step your game up, bro."
Exactly, bro. That's one thing I love about you,
Yeah.
man. Like you really like cover like the truth and like what's actually like like good out there, and you actually care
Thank
about your
you.
audience. So
Man,
yeah,
I do,
I
man. I
really applaud
appreciate it.
that.
I got a
Yeah.
guy literally right now, I swear to you, that's
Yeah.
waiting for you, actually. I was telling him when I was in a
Oh,
meeting, and he's literally waiting to buy right now a bundler and go with the course. And I said, listen, after this 15 minutes, I'm going to record this. I'm going to upload it for everybody on YouTube and you. And then if you need be, I can just put you on a one-on-one, conversation with him. So I'll probably be adding you to a
yeah.
ticket pretty soon, just to let you know.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem, man. Sounds good.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you so much,
Yeah.
brother, and you have a wonderful, blessed day.
Yep. You